Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another episode of Sea Salt Snippets. Today's episode of Sea Salt Snippets is going to be a little bit different. Generally in Sea Salt Snippets we tend to focus on 3 different topics, ideally to do with Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy, or really just stuff in general. But today we're going to be focusing on 3 different pieces of news and information to do with Kingdom Hearts 3 out of the Mirror Online interview between Ryan and Tetsuya Nomura. So without further ado, let's jump into it. The first question right here is pretty interesting, with Ryan asking the question of more Final Fantasy characters making an appearance within Kingdom Hearts, or possibly even other Square Enix properties like Nier and Dragon Quest. So this is the question right here. Ryan said, is there any chance of more Final Fantasy characters making an appearance or other Square Enix properties like Nier and Dragon Quest? Nomura said, of course we do have a precedence. There have been characters that have appeared throughout the series, so I don't think it's impossible, but I'm not actively seeking to incorporate existing characters, only because we have such a large roster of original characters in there already. If there is a perfect fit, I'm sure the idea might come up, but at the same time I have to consider, is it worth allocating the resources to create the character and give it a role within Kingdom Hearts? Would it merit the effort that's put into it? We're not really actively looking for existing characters. So the response to this question actually gives us a bit of insight towards how the whole system of including other video game characters from other Square Enix properties exactly works. What he said right here is they're not actually actively seeking to look for more existing characters to put into the Kingdom Hearts universe, and that for them to actually put in different characters, say like characters from out of Dragon Quest or maybe 2B and 9S out of Nier Automata, first things first, they actually have to make sure that the procedure of doing that will be worth it. And of course, in doing so means that they actually have to give these new characters that will be included a specific role to play in Kingdom Hearts. Now, the Final Fantasy characters that we come across within Kingdom Hearts generally play a very small and minor role in the ongoing story of Kingdom Hearts. Sephiroth serves as a secret boss fight, and when looking towards Cloud, he has his own story and struggles to deal with, especially when it comes to Sephiroth. Characters like Cid, Aerith, as well as Yuffie play a very small part in the actual ongoing story of Kingdom Hearts. But for the most part, these Final Fantasy characters that we come across play more so as cameos rather than pivotal characters within the series. So it would seem like it's a process of actually trying to find the correct spot and placement for these certain characters that are from different properties to insert them into Kingdom Hearts accordingly. So trying to think of a way to implement a character like 2B or 9S would be very interesting, and they'd have to be very delicate with it. I think the inclusion of the World Ends With You characters, you know, Neku, Beat, etc. The way that they actually presented that within Dream Drop Distance worked absolutely perfectly with the whole fitting theme of the Sleeping Worlds as well as Traverse Town. This really does give us an indication that we really shouldn't expect characters from Nier or Dragon Quest. I would absolutely love it if 2B came to Kingdom Hearts 3, that would be amazing, although I don't think Disney would exactly be on board with how revealing 2B is. Still to the point though, one day I would love to see the inclusion of perhaps some Dragon Quest and Nier characters within Kingdom Hearts. I think it would be super awesome. Next up, Ryan asks, what did you think of Kingdom Hearts 3 being announced back in 2013? Were you consulted about the announcement, and did you think it was the correct time for it to be announced? Nomura said, I understand some of the voices that are raised state that the announcement timing was a bit too early, and I acknowledge that, but I do not like information going out in the form of a leak. Rather than having that leaked out unofficially, I would rather make an official statement. Now, I think we can all come to an agreement that Kingdom Hearts 3 undeniably got announced way too early. As of right now, we've been waiting a total of 4 years for this game to release, and by the time Kingdom Hearts 3 actually releases in 2018, it'll be somewhere around the 5-year mark, which is a very long time to wait for a video game. Generally, with the way that game reveals work, they usually get revealed, and then 1 or 2 years later, they end up getting released. Before a game actually gets revealed to the public, generally the game developers work on the game for around about 2 to 3 years, or however long they actually need, before actually feeling like, okay, this is the correct time to reveal it. There's not too much longer in terms of the development process until the game actually launches, so we feel like this is the right time to step forward and reveal it to the public. Whereas on Square Enix's behalf, it was kind of a different system. They undeniably stepped forward way too early within Kingdom Hearts 3's development cycle and revealed it straight off the bat. Although Although, as we've seen over the years, there has most certainly been a lot of pressure from the community itself, begging and asking, where the hell is Kingdom Hearts 3? We want it, we want it, we want it. And so you could say that there was certainly pressure towards Square Enix and Tetsuya Nomura to actually step forward and make the official announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3 being an actual thing. Although what I do find particularly interesting is, of course, back in 2013, shortly before they revealed Kingdom Hearts 3, they were obviously working on the project itself. In fact, development on Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of started around 2012. And so from what it seems here within Tetsuya Nomura's response, he was saying that he would actually prefer to make the official statement before it's too late and the game or the project of Kingdom Hearts 3 ends up getting leaked, which is really a fair enough statement. This is a highly anticipated video game and has been for many years, ever since the release of Kingdom Hearts 2, and from Tetsuya Nomura's perspective, the creative director behind the franchise, he would certainly hate the fact of this highly anticipated game getting unofficially leaked and confirmed to be a real thing before the official statement goes out. So from what I gather, back in 2013, he felt like he really necessarily had to step forward due to the pressure of the community and the worry of the actual project getting leaked from an outside source. And last up for today, Ryan asked, what are some of your favorite Disney and Pixar movies? I'm not asking hoping for a world reveal. Nomura said, in terms of favorite movies then, I like Lion King. Something more recent would be Alice in Wonderland. It'd be cool to have the White Queen appear in Kingdom Hearts. So I find this particularly interesting, especially when he's mentioning Alice in Wonderland, the more recent one, the one from Tim Burton. The actual live action Alice in Wonderland opposed to the very classic Disney film of it. I know a lot of people have talked about the possibility of actually putting in the live action Alice in Wonderland into Kingdom Hearts 3 in some sort of shape or form. Although the idea of having the once classic Alice in Wonderland appear in Kingdom Hearts 1 and then for some reason have the live action Alice in Wonderland, which is quite a bit different compared to the original animated movie, appear within Kingdom Hearts would be quite confusing for some. However, we have actually seen this happen within Kingdom Hearts in the past. We have the very original Tron appear in Kingdom Hearts 2 as Space Paranoids, and then within Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance we had the new and improved Tron Legacy appear as the Grid. So something like this isn't necessarily totally impossible when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, with including a more updated version or live action version of a Disney film, even though its animated counterpart has once in the past actually appeared. The original Tron wasn't an animated film per se, it was still live action, but it still serves as a different variation compared to the newer Tron Legacy that we see in Dream Drop Distance. He also mentioned saying that he likes The Lion King, and we've seen this being brought up in a previous interview from quite a few years ago, specifically looking at his favorite movies. He has mentioned that both The Lion King as well as Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas is his particular favorites. Now, looking at Lion King, I honestly hope that it will be a returning world within Kingdom Hearts 3. This is a property that hasn't actually appeared too much throughout Kingdom Hearts. Simba was a summon within Kingdom Hearts 1, we finally got a Pride Lands world within Kingdom Hearts 2, but that's as far as it goes. And the fact that Lion King's only appeared one time throughout Kingdom Hearts as a world most certainly gives us hope that perhaps maybe Pride Lands will indeed return for that of Kingdom Hearts 3. Being that it's a property that hasn't been used, and on top of that, it is actually one of Tetsuya Nomura's favorite Disney films, I think the possibility is pretty high. But guys, that's all the news and information for today. In the comment section down below, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions towards today's news. And until next time guys, I've been Cynical, and I'll catch you later. Peace.